Hey guys, this is Sword of Naruto Tales, Part 1. So, how this is going to be done is the Leaf Village is actually going to keep the 9, the 7, and the 5 tails. They're going to keep those tailed beasts. So, it makes collection of tailed beasts easier. So, when Obito collects all the tailed beasts, he forms them into the 10 tails, as he would have taken one of Madara's Rinnegan, as they would think that gathering the tailed beasts would be a lot easier. He would summon the Gedo statue and make 10 tails, as basically most of everybody died, like a lot of people died, and Minato was able to get a tailed beast into Naruto, and there was no way that he could split in half. It was just way too powerful. So it had to be fully put in Naruto. Naruto would get the 10 truth-seeking orbs in Obito's sun staff that goes all the way to the floor. Yeah. It doesn't look like this, the short one goes all the way to the floor, but yeah. I'm recording this right after I just posted God's Last Angel. So Naruto's Jinchuriki form looked more like this. And he would have a Rinnegan and one Rinne Sharingan. He would have the Rinne Sharingan in one eye and the Rinnegan in the other. Basically, where you see the Sharingan in this picture, that's where his Rinne Sharingan is, and he just has the Rinnegan right there. Yeah. But Naruto's Jinchuriki form looks like this, so it's obvious to spot who Naruto is. But yeah. Well, actually, no, it's gonna look like this. But yeah. Okay, so we would skip through Naruto's life a bit. Naruto would be basically hidden from the Leaf Village until he was like 2, when Danzo would spill the beans about Naruto being sent to his Jinchuriki. And everybody starts hating on Naruto. Naruto is about 4 now. He's already been locked in with depression because of everybody who's hating him. He's already been tried to be assassinated over 100 times, and he's only 4. And Naruto, so let's time skip about 2 years. Naruto is 6 now, and Naruto's just like, I'm done, I had it. This is the day that the fourth Hokage, not the fourth, but the third Hokage pays Naruto. Hiruzen would pay Naruto. That night, Naruto would stuff a bunch of food and everything into truth-seeking orbs. He would take his money. He would go to a mask shop that was still open. He would grab a mask, throw money on the table, and then just put it on and run. And he would run and fall. Naruto would end up building a house for himself on the outskirts of like the middle area of the Land of Fire, in between the border of Land of Fire and the Leaf Village. He would end up building a house there. And Naruto would come to the village about every month to buy food and supplies. As it took an entire year for people to realize that Naruto was gone. They didn't realize where Naruto went, but Naruto would go in every month, collect his money, and then see, it would take an entire year for them to realize Naruto was gone. They hired ninja to watch out for Naruto, but then when Naruto started realizing that they realized that he was gone, that he was probably going to be cashiered, he was just like, nope. He put on his mask, and the only one that he ever went to without his mask on was Ichiraka Ramen. And then he would buy food, everything, and he would, yeah, and so we would time skip around, until graduation day. Naruto would have been training a lot, and he would know like a bunch of jutsus that he would learn, like Shadow Clone Jutsu, multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu. He would have just picked these up on his own. And so they're assigning teams. Naruto's not on Team 7. Team 7 is Sasuke, Sakura, and just a random Genin. And so they would barely... No, they would pass because they used teamwork. Because Naruto, in the original canon, was a bit stupid, and Sakura and Sasuke did not like Naruto. So they would... And then we come up to the Tozuna mission. The Genin is sick, and Naruto was walking to the village one day without his mask on. And then Naruto kind of just got dragged into the third Hokage's office, and he's just like, Naruto, we need you to... As Naruto is being told by the third Hokage that a team needs a replacement. And this is how Naruto basically became a replacement for teams who needed one more team member if their team member was sick or, sick or died, something like that, until they could find a permanent replacement or till the team member got better. So Naruto would end up walking in. Naruto was a lot taller because he's actually eating his own food. He's not eating spoiled food. So he's actually eating a lot better because he's hunting his own food. So Naruto is going to end up taking off his mask. Sakura is kind of just like, who's this? As Naruto kind of kept himself hidden inside of his house, as he did not like going out, because every time that he went outside, people tried to assassinate him, and that never worked. So Naruto would end up walking in, taking off his mask, and then Sakura would be thinking, who is this? He's kind of hot, but who is this? Those are Sakura's thinkings, and Third Hokage would just be like, this is Naruto Uzumaki. He is the Jinchuriki of the beast who attacked us 12 years ago, and don't hate him, I would say. Naruto would have like a bunch of food stored up in like one giant truth-seeking orb. And so the staff is kind of just like floating around him. And so they would be going on the mission. And Tazuna would be asking, what's up with the weird kid? What's up with his eyes and those orbs around him and that weird staff, and what's going on with him? Naruto wouldn't say anything. Nobody would say anything, as Naruto would just be kind of ignoring Tazuna. Naruto will still have the whiskers, as that is a side effect of being born to Naruto's Jinchuriki, I would think, because Kushina was Naruto's Jinchuriki at the time of Naruto's birth. And Naruto would, after a few years, the village would calm down. Naruto would kind of come back into the village to live in the village, as he would basically be assigned to Team 7, because the Genin was not reliable, because he was always claiming he was sick because he never wanted to do ninja work. So Naruto would basically be permanent on Team 7. And so when the Chunin brothers attack, Naruto already saw them, and first thing Naruto does, he kicks one into next Sunday. Literally. Like, he kicks him so hard that the dude almost time travels, and almost warps dimensions. And then the other Chunin, Naruto just whacks him with the staff. And then he uses a truth-seeking orb, piles them up, and throws them into the jail area to where they can be interrogated. And everybody's kind of shocked of this, as they didn't know that Naruto was so powerful. And Naruto was very powerful. And so when it comes up to Naruto, it's going to be... See, Naruto has the dimension opening ability. Naruto has that ability. And I'm going to just say that he does, as I'm going to say it's a side effect of the Rene showering on. Being almost always showcased. That's what I'm going to say. So, Naruto is going to be... They are going to be in the Zabuza fight. And Naruto would create a sword with one of his truth-seeking orbs. And Naruto would disappear into a different dimension, come out of another portal with the sword up to Zabuza's back. And Zabuza could barely react. He almost got stabbed through the heart from Naruto. As Naruto would go back into the dimension and come right back out around Tazuna. And then he would just be like, man, that didn't work. As Haku would see how much danger he is, Zabuza is in, so he would end up, Haku would end up doing the thing that he did in canon, but a lot earlier. Like, a lot earlier. And by this point, Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto isn't really friends with anybody. He's just kind of there to help. And so they're going to be staying at Tezuna's house. Naruto is kind of opens a dimension to his own house that he built in the forest and just kind of lives there. And in that time point, he kind of lives there, and then he trains there a bit, and then he just, when it's time, he opens another portal back to Tezuna's house. Yeah. And sorry if you're screaming outside, that's probably just a bunch of kids playing outside. I don't know. I'm in my room, like I always am. But, so, I think that's where I'm going to end it here. Yeah, like, subscribe. Bye.